Hey folks, and welcome to today's video. It is Lightning Arrow Path of Exile, and we're going to be showing you some boss highlights. Right now you're witnessing a Guardian of the Phoenix that has been witnessed by Maven whilst fighting two fully juiced up essences. So the build is very capable. It's tackled everything in the game. The only thing it hasn't tackled is the feared, which is like Chayula, Cortex, Uber Elder all at once, because I can't do Uber at Zeri because I blow myself up to reflect. Maybe you can figure that out with some nodes. I haven't bothered with it personally. So the strength of the build lies in its ability to be a really nice mapping build and also transition into a bosser. Look, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I know all of the calculations and the spreadsheets like everyone does. I don't know the technical numbers on the DPS. I don't know if this is the best bosser ever. I don't think it is, but it's very capable. Right now I'm fighting 4 Guardians at once, and I would say this is very high-end stuff. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that when they do boss showcases, it's like if it's not one-shotting Uber Elder and if it's not one-shotting every boss in the game, don't play it. For me, most players aren't going to fight 4 Guardians at once. Most players are going to want to feel comfortable in red maps, tackle a few bosses. This build can do that and more. I haven't bought a singular piece of gear apart from a belt. I've made it all myself. I don't know if the gear is perfect because, yeah, I could sit on trade and trade my way for it, but I wanted to make my own stuff. And I've found it to be very pleasant build. My builds that I like to play and showcase have to be well-rounded. I don't want to be doing gem swaps. I don't want to have to be constantly tweaking things for certain fights. I just want to play the game. And what's nice about this, you can run through it with Lightning Arrow, training off everything, and then you can barrage on the bosses. And the Lightning Arrow also does enough damage with enough chains that if you want to play back a little bit and not barrage the boss because maybe it's a bit of a big arena, hectic arena, lots of mods because we're playing softcore, you can range them down a little bit. Or if you're feeling confident, you can get up close and barrage them. Some of the boss kills you're seeing are like early examples of when I was figuring out the build and when I was getting the damage going. But you can see here, this is like a ritual shaper Minotaur with some mods on it. And yeah, you know, you can get through it pretty comfortably. This is a Maven spectated regular Elder. And we also have an Uber Elder coming up, a Maven and stuff like that. And again, I don't know the specific numbers of the damage of the DPS. I can tell you on my barrage unbuffed, it's about 55k. Lightning Arrow, I think it's 92k. Fully buffed up, I think it's like 170k. Lightning Arrow, 90k barrage or something with all my charges. Those numbers may be off, but I don't know how that calculates into millions of damage, but it certainly feels like I have a lot of damage. The gear itself, if you're interested, I do have a guide and a POB which will be linked in the description. Mostly what it is lightning damage to jewels, lightning damage to rings, getting enough strength, Heart of the Thunder on an amulet, crit multi, evasion, life as ES. That's how we have that 900 ES to bump up our life pool. Again, I could have done a numerous amount of things. I could have specced into less jewel sockets. I could have specced into more life, more evasion, got better determination, more armor, all this kind of stuff. But the way I've decided to run this has been to take a little node that gives me immunity to corrupting blood and some chaos res. I found that's helped the mapping. And I've ran a Jade Flask. Now, you see here, you know, the damage. This was early on the character, and the damage is absolutely fine. Cirrus, I'm terrible at Cirrus. I hate this fight. But I wanted to show it you, to be honest, and give you the run by. You can see that if you know how to play the fight, you can do it deathless, absolutely, which is why I want to keep it in here and show it you. That the damage, the dodge is absolutely fine. It was just that beam phase that was a bit confusing because the whole arena's red, everything's red. And when the thing comes round and he fires the red beam, you're meant to blink out of the way. I just wasn't seeing it. After watching it back on Shadowplay, I kind of understand what I was meant to be doing. But again, this isn't a showcase of, wow, GGZ is so brilliant at Path of Exile, this is just a lightning arrow showcase, because I know a few people will have been intrigued to see how the build has come along since the guide. I honestly say that it's been one of my better bosses since the new buffs to the, you know, the HP of the upper tier bosses. The Maven was deathless, spoiler alert, apart from the fact that I didn't realise there was another memory phase and I was stood still and she did a memory phase. I probably would have failed it anyway, but apart from that, it was deathless. Uber Elder, one death to the stupid portal, not standing in the circle, you know. But, you know, this isn't me saying this is a hardcore viable build and this is, you know, the greatest build ever, but it's up there. It's a decent little build and I've fully enjoyed it. It's able to blast through maps. It's able to get the currency that you need to get going, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. You can see on the Elder, it's got solid damage. One of the reasons I did jump into the portal, didn't jump into the safety circle, was because I had so much damage. I wasn't even aware that I'd got onto the portal phase because I'd just nuked everything. You know, it's got the ability to kill the Guardians, the Elder Guardians, with some pretty good mods on them. Again, yes, some mods are really difficult. I fought the 4 Elder Guardians at once with 100% AoE, and the whole room was filled up and I was dying. I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't dying, but let's be honest, if you're doing a 4-way Guardian fight with like Fizzer's Lightning, 100% AoE and all of these mods, yeah, it's probably not best to do it on this build. You know, there are probably better builds, but I'm just showing it can handle it. Overall, I've really enjoyed the Lightning Arrow build. I think it's been nice. I'm thinking about re-rolling it to something else, or I'm also thinking about really speccing into this build and putting some currency into it, because right now all my gear's sort of solo self-found or crafted, and I'm sure I could get upgrades if I really wanted to. Bump up that life pool, bump up that damage maybe, or that crit chance, or whatever it may be. I've thoroughly enjoyed the build. So this was a boss showcase. Hopefully that gives you an idea of sort of roughly what to expect from the build. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and leave a comment. That would be nice. That would help the channel out. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll be streaming live at twitch.tv/GGZ, where I'll probably be playing this build, or I'll be playing some League of Legends support. And maybe I'll be re-rolling a new build. Now, if you've got any ideas for a new build, or you've got anything you've been enjoying, please let me know, because I'm always looking for something new and interesting to play. And that's really all I've got to say. It's been a good build. I've really enjoyed it. It's taken me a while to get to the end game. Sort of learning all the new League mechanics that I've missed out on over a couple of years and all of that stuff, and just enjoying the game generally. I'm more of a mapper. I like to blast, you know, through the tier 16 strands rather than fight Drox with 4 other Guardians, you know. That's I prefer the mapping with the music on, but it's very capable. It was really enjoyable to play, and I will say, if you can get that node that is immunity to Corrupting Blood, or you could get a jewel that gives you immunity to Corrupting Blood. I don't know why. Maybe there's just a lot of monsters this league that have it. It's a lot better. I'd probably try finding a Abyss jewel with Corrupting Blood on it, something like that, and then spec out of those chaos nodes and get some extra life. But you can see, you know, it's a very capable build. I've really enjoyed playing it. Links are in the description. Have a great one. Take it easy.
this. Stand still. Scurry, scurry. Peace makes the whole complete.
You have proved your might. You have proved your ignorance.